Thank you, guys. Anyone here on a first date? I was going to say, it's hard to convince someone to come to a basement on a first date. Anyone here in a long-term relationship, like over 10 years? That's Barcelona, that makes sense. I've been married for 20 years. Yeah, it's impressive. It still surprises me, actually. Like, my wife actually, we were watching TV, she leaned over on the couch the other day and she said, I think if you ever cheated on me, I'd forgive you. And I don't know how to react to that information. I don't know the right answer. I can tell you the wrong answer. The wrong answer is joy. You cannot high-five her like she just gave you a hall pass. It doesn't work. And honestly, I do think she would forgive me. Seriously, I don't think it would be out of love. I think it would be out of a desire to torture me. I'm married, so I don't win a lot of arguments now. But if she forgave me for cheating on her, I'd never make a decision again in my life, right? I could see it now. She would be like, "Hey, honey, I'm thinking Chinese for dinner," and I'd be like, "Oh, I kind of want Italian," and she'd be like, "Was that whore you fucked Italian?" Fuck. Guess we're having Chinese. But no, I won't cheat on her. We have 3 kids together. Yeah. It's too many kids, if I'm being honest. It's like one too many kid, to be honest. She blames me for the 3rd kid. She says that it's my fault. She says that I lied to her. I told her that the pull-out method works. Does everyone know what the pull-out method is? Right? Everybody? A couple people? Right? If you don't, it's a form of birth control where you have to use timing with rational thought at the point of orgasm. Or as doctors call it, ineffective. Right? It doesn't work. But yeah, she blames me, and she says that I lied to her. But I don't think I lied to her, to be honest. Has anyone here had unprotected sex? It's amazing. I highly recommend it. The only thing better than unprotected sex is not pulling out. Which really puts you in a war of will situation. On one shoulder, you're like, pull out, and on the other shoulder, you're like, I got a couple more strokes. And if she's Catholic, it really limits your options. So. And I don't know if it's different in Europe as it is in the US, but when you have a kid, they don't train you to have a kid. There's no certificate, which is fucking crazy because there is a certificate to be a nanny, to watch someone else's kid. But if you make the kid, they just give you the kid. It's fucking weird. And when we first had our kid, it was a while ago, and there was this huge fad going around, one of these big internet things. It was don't shake your baby. I think it's still a thing, but back then, they were really serious about it. There was TV commercials. It was don't shake the baby. There was pamphlets. It's this is what happens if you shake the baby. Every medical professional that touched the baby was don't shake this baby. And I remember looking at my wife, I was like, who the fuck would shake a baby? That is insane. And then they send you home with the baby. And at the end of that first week, you're like, really want to shake this fucking baby. Not a lot, but you do get weird advice when you have kids. The weirdest one I got, there was a lady came up and she was like, hey, don't leave your baby in a car. Don't forget them in a hot car. Because the temperatures can rise and they will die within an hour. And I was like, lady, I don't need that advice. I know of at least 3 ways to kill a baby, way faster than an hour. I didn't kill the baby. Actually, all 3 of them are alive and well. As far as I know, they're being babysat right now. Somebody has a certificate, hopefully. But they're good. But my oldest one's 16, which is the age that you do have to knock on their door before you enter. And a couple of you guys are figuring this out. I had to explain it to my wife, and she was disgusted. She was like, I can't believe that. That's disgusting. You better never let me catch him doing that. I was like, that's my responsibility? It's an entire operation to make sure you don't catch me jerking off. I don't trust this kid to peel an orange, let alone not get caught jerking off. And guys, this is an important thing. I have 3 boys. Yeah, so for those of you doing the math, that's 4 dicks, and I can't be in charge of 4 dicks not getting caught jerking off. It's just too many dicks. Like, I actually thought when we were having kids, I was like, the one thing that I thought was going to be a problem was, like, if your kids do drugs. I thought that was an issue. It's not as big as an issue as I thought it was going to be, right? Like, drugs have changed a lot. Like, when I was a kid, like, everybody smoked cigarettes, and marijuana was a gateway drug. Like, there's commercials on TV, somebody smokes a joint, and they're doing lines of cocaine on the bathroom floor next. And, like, now, cigarettes will kill you, and marijuana's medicinal. Like, okay. Like, I remember vividly, like, my dad found out I smoked weed. He beat the fuck out of me with a cigarette in his mouth. And he currently has a medical marijuana card and is my drug dealer. So, like, times have changed a lot since then. But drugs are funny. Like, in the U.S., like, you know, one state drugs are completely legal, you can buy it at a grocery store, and another state is completely illegal, you go to jail for 10 years, right? So I was in a legal state, and I was flying to an illegal state, and I may or may not have had a lot of marijuana in my backpack. So I'm in the airline, and you know how, like, you can put your bag, and it goes through the check, and it can either, like, keep going, you grab your bag, and you're good to go, or it can go into, like, the secondary check line, or as I like to call it, the oh fuck, I'm going to jail line, right? All right, so my bag went to the oh fuck, I'm going to jail line. And there was 2 guys doing the check bags. There was an old white guy who looks like he might have remembered when penicillin was invented. And there was this young black dude. And I'm just saying, like, who would you have wanted to check your bag? Right? And I'm not saying profiling worked, but the black guy did steal all my drugs. So I didn't go to jail that night, which was very nice. But I'm getting older. I go to the doctor recently, and they told me that I had to start exercising. And listen, this is a stretch. It's Friday, and everybody's drinking. But is there any runners in the room? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, all right. Yeah, figured that. So the doctor told me that I need to start exercising, which was kind of funny because, like, I lied to him about how much I'm currently exercising, and I didn't even lie enough for him to think I was exercising enough, which tells you all you need to know. But he was like, all right, you need to start exercising more. And I have a buddy of mine who's a big runner, and he was like, hey, man, you should start running because you can get a runner's high. And I was like, getting high while exercising? I'm listening. I'm like, all right. So I tried it. I went running, and I did not get high at all. I saw him the next day. I was like, hey, man, what the fuck? I didn't get high at all. And he was like, yeah, bro. They talk like that. And he was like, he goes, yeah, bro, you got to, like, hit a zone. You got to run consistently for 3 to 4 months, and then you'll start getting a runner's high. And I was like, 3 to 4 months? That is the worst way to get high ever. Like, say what you want about heroin. 1 shot, and you're good to go. So another thing about me, I'm a regifter. Does anyone know what a regifter is? A couple people? Okay. So regifting, for those who don't, you might get a gift, and instead of opening it, you just rewrap it and give it to someone else. It's very efficient. Now, about 5 years ago, a buddy of mine bought me a really nice box of chocolates. And I didn't know this, but there's a company that will buy or send you or your friend a nice box of chocolate, and if you open it, there's a chocolate dick inside, and everybody has a laugh. Okay. Now, if you're a regifter, and instead of opening that box of chocolates, you send it to your mom for Christmas, it makes for a very awkward Christmas morning. Because, like, either I'm the cheap, inconsiderate son who re-gifted a chocolate dick to his mom, or I'm the son with a very strange sense of humor that purposefully bought a candy cock and sent it to mom. And guys, I didn't want to be known as cheap, so I have been sending my mom a chocolate dick for the last 5 years every Christmas, and what's become a very weird tradition. And then I found out this year that she actually cheated on my dad with a black dude. I can't help but feel a bit responsible. I feel like I have something to do with it. I do travel a lot for work. I'm going to leave you on this. Something that happened actually 2 weeks ago. So I travel a lot for work on the plane. My son came up to me, and he goes, Dad, why do you always take two computers with you? I always take a personal computer and a work computer. And I was like, son, I do it for your mom. Because if I die in a plane crash, I would like my internet search history to go with me. Like, I just feel like I should be around when she finds out what porn I'm looking at for me to provide context, right? Like, I just think like it's important for me to be able to say like, honey, listen, I was listening to a podcast. There was a little person, he had a 10-inch dick. I got curious. Like, and if I'm not there, she just thinks that's what I'm into the entire time, which I feel like that's not a good way to end like her last memory of me. The guy did have a huge dick. Anyways, guys, that's my time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Give it up for Luke.
One more time for Rick Andrews.